Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Alright, so today we are going to be installing this here, which is a Lamonster Garage handlebar riser. This is the part number LG1038. Okay, so what this comes with is some new bolts. Okay, and then we have the riser, and he gives you a card and a little Lamonster sticker. Alright, and then the riser itself wrapped up here. Okay, so this is the part. And what it's going to do is it's going to raise the bars a couple of inches and pull them back a little bit, so it just makes for a little bit more comfortable riding position. So what we need to do, let me pull you in a little closer here. What we need to do is take these bolts off, pull that cap off, slip the spacer in between, and then put this all back on there. Alright, so I'm going to grab the tools I need and we'll get started here. Okay, so these bolts are actually 7mm, which is kind of weird. My set goes from 6 to 8, it doesn't have 7. I do have these Allen bits, and this one's actually a 9/32. So I'm just going to loosen these up. The new bolts that it comes with are actually 8mm. So I have one of those. Alright, so what I'm going to do before I pull this off, I'm just going to lay this on here just to kind of protect it a little bit. Okay, once we get those 4 loose, this is going to come right off. And then what we're going to do is take this piece off of here. Okay, carefully put that down here. And then we'll grab the riser. And this is keyed. Alright, so we're going to take this new spacer. Sit it right on there. And then we're going to take the old one, sit it right on top of that one. Now this pin, there's a hole in the handlebars that that keys into. So when we put it back on, we want to make sure it's sitting in there. Probably wondering what all that noise is in the background, which is actually my new chickens. I bought some little chicks not too long ago, and they're getting ready to go out into their pen. I'll just show you these guys real quick, just so you know what all that noise is about. So they'll be going out into their new home tomorrow. But back to this here. Okay, so once we have that together, we're going to put the bars back up on here. Make sure it's in the slot. There we go. And we'll put this cap on here. And we'll use the new bolts that they supplied. Let's go in there like that. So I'm going to reuse the washers off the old one, because for some reason these new bolts didn't come with washers. I don't know if they just want you to simply reuse the old ones or what the deal is, but I'm going to stick those back in there. Okay, now once again we got to make sure these bars are locked into place. There we go. Get these started. Okay, and like I say, this is an 8mm. And just want to make sure that's... So I guess that slot does give you the ability to raise and lower these a little bit. I'm going to keep it in the lower position only because it keeps that flat up top there, which makes more sense. And it's going to pull it back a little bit further also, which is pretty much the intent of doing this. So your arms aren't stretched out, gives you a little more comfortable riding position. Okay, I'm going to get these snug down. Now sometimes you might have to loosen this harness up. And if that's the case, what you have to do is take the side cover off, and there's a couple of zip ties that hold it in place. And you undo those zip ties, and that'll free up a little bit of slack. Okay, I think we're good. One little extra snug there. Okay, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So now by doing that, like I say, it raised the bars a little bit and it pulled them back a little bit. So let me hop on here and see how that riding position changed. So before, it was kind of like straight out, and now my arms are bent a little bit. So it went from straight out like that to more relaxed with the arms back a little. So that's good. It's a nice little upgrade, just to help add to the comfort, keep things comfortable while you're driving. I think that's going to be a nice addition. So we're probably going to take this out for a nice ride tomorrow. We get some good weather coming up this next week. I'm actually on vacation, which is awesome. So wife and I will get out on the bikes and we'll do some cruising. And little by little, we're just going to keep adding some accessories until we get this thing the way we want it. Alright guys, well, I hope you liked the video. If you're thinking about putting one of these risers, it's pretty simple. Just 4 bolts, take it out, put it back, and good to go. But I think it will aid in the comfort factor when you're riding. So that's about it for now. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, a like, a share, and I'll catch you on the next one.